You're listening to the 49 Carats Podcast, a 49ers Goldmine production with Stephanie Sanchez.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the 49 Carats Podcast. I'm your host, Steph, back with another prospect interview. And joining me today, I'm very excited to have him, is Rice defensive lineman Ikenna Enechukwu. How's it doing today, Ikenna?
I'm doing really good, man. I'm excited to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Of course. For all you guys watching, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, show your support. But for now, we're going to get into some of these questions here. Ikenna, you spent your entire collegiate career at Rice. What was it about Rice that made it the right fit for you?
Really the academics and the athletics being the best of both worlds, being a Division I program, and also having like prestigious academic offerings, like it's a top 20 institution. And I just felt like that was what I'm looking for. That's the best of my interests.
For sure. Okay. And was there a year at Rice where you felt like you really came into your own as a player and the game just started to slow down a bit for you?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like my fourth year is when like things were like the most comfortable. I was playing my best. That's feel like that's my definitely my breakout season. And I just feel like things have just been like going really good for me in the weight room, in the film room. I was understanding the game more. I was understanding blocking schemes, and I just had a really good season.
Yeah, for sure. In 21, you led the team in quarterback hurries with 20. And this past season, you led the team in total pressures and hurries. So something definitely clicked along the way, it seems like. If you had to describe your style of play in one word, what would that word be?
Really just violent, really. I feel like I'm a guy who's going to play with a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, who's going to play to the whistle, and who's going to play to win.
I love that. Violence. I mean, when you're playing defensive line, violence can go a long way. And, you didn't just rush from the edge. You had plenty of snaps from the interior, a lot of three tech. Are you more comfortable on the outside or inside, or are you just kind of, are you comfortable with it all?
Really, definitely comfortable with it all. Like I'm a versatile guy. And the thing is, I just like have fun, like just playing over the lines. I just like love football. I'm going all over the place, and yeah, I've had snaps at the zero technique and the A gaps, like stand up again over the tight end. Like all of it's just like just fun to me, just being able to play football in like different ways.
And where do teams envision you? Like, what sort of feedback have you heard from them on that regard so far?
Really, everything. I feel like a lot of teams see me as a versatile player at the next level too. Someone who can fit into pretty much any scheme. I've heard mostly five technique defensive end, rushing the passer. A few teams said I could go on the interior.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, definitely a team's going to love that versatility. That is also another thing that goes a long way in the NFL, right? So speaking of teams, you've had a number of opportunities to prove yourself leading up to the draft, starting with the Shrine Bowl. What was that experience like for you being able to play out there? I know you were one of the standouts of the week, right? So how did that feel to just kind of be able to compete against other prospects?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like just a great experience in general. I'm like so glad I got to experience it. Being out there in Las Vegas, like all this, like the lights and all the cameras going on, it was just amazing. Yeah, I just really thought it was a good time to like showcase that I can dominate against Power 5 opponents. I feel like I really showed that, and it's like just prove those that like the stigmas of like a Power 5 being better than Group of 5 is like just a load of crap. So I just went out there and did my thing. It was just I feel like I did really good to help my stock.
For sure. Yeah. Did you notice anything like change after that? Like, did you notice there was extra interest in you after that? Clearly, the lights weren't too bright for you.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like they see me doing like the things I do in college, but at a higher level and like at a consistent level. I feel like I had a like really good team periods. I was like really got to show like how I am in the meeting room with the Falcons coaching. I feel like they appreciated how I carry myself.
And I know for some players, being able to do these like all-star bowl games, that's sometimes their first introduction to like NFL style coaching. Was there anything that kind of struck you as like a big difference or an adjustment that you feel you had to make?
Um, I will say it was pretty similar to college style. Maybe just how like things are like in at least with the Falcons, it was like the interior D line was separate from like the outside linebackers. That was new. You had to coordinate like stunts and stuff across the meeting rooms. It really just a like enjoyable process in general. Like again, to talk with the coordinators, the linebacker coaches, all of them, get to learn all the nuggets of information that help me succeed in the NFL.
Yeah, and I know you also got that invite to the combine. Congrats on that, by the way. How did it feel to get that invite?
Yeah, no, that just felt amazing. Honestly, it was like a dream come true because like just you see the combine on TV, and it's like, man, you really wish you were there one day. Like I feel like every kid like wants to be there. Now I got to be there. I remember I got the invite. I was like, wow, I really got it. Like I feel like a kid, man, and it just felt amazing. Like I'm really here. Like the 40-yard dash lines behind me. I'm walking around Indianapolis. It was amazing.
Walk me through the emotions of the week, because I know it's a very exhausting, grueling process. You're doing interviews with teams at night, you're maybe doing drills or like medicals in the morning. So like how did all of that was it stressful? Is it overwhelming? Like how did that go for you?
Yeah, so for me, at least I got like most of my interviews out the way at the Shrine Bowl. So
Yeah.
only had like a few interviews at the combine. So only a few interviews the first night. But what was really stressful for me was the medical stuff. Like I'm not even a guy who has like that many injuries, but like I was in the MRI machine for way too long, and I ended up giving my like I was not claustrophobic until I was in there for like 2 hours, and that was a tough experience. But in general, I think I really enjoyed it. I feel like it was just like more surreal, like exciting, like seeing all like the sponsorships, like the no bull stuff, the gear they
Mhm.
gave us. This first year they had like a gym in the convention center like to warm up for the 40-yard dash, and got to like be with like some cool guest speakers, seeing all these like NFL players I've seen on TV just walking around the place, like Calais Campbell and whatnot. So it was just
Yeah.
a experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I was there as a media member. Those no bull what you guys were wearing looked very comfy. I was a little envious at
Yeah,
times. um
made me a fan.
for sure. Another opportunity you had was obviously a pro day, and because you had the combine, you were able to sit on some of those numbers. But overall, I mean, I know you participated in some of the drills as well at your pro day. How did you think you did overall, combine pro day?
Yeah, I think I did pretty good. Like I feel like both of them like I did like more than I expected. So like for the 40, I got a 4.70. That was like beyond what I was expecting to get. I remember like lining up. I was thinking like, okay, I know I'm gonna run a good time. But then I ended up seeing my time like, man, it's better than I expected. So I was really excited about that. And the broad jump too. That was also like uh, a fantastic number for me at 10 feet. I was very satisfied with both of those. Then I improved upon. I only did like the vertical, the broad, and the 40 at the combine because I was just exhausted after all the D line stuff. So at the Rice Pro Days when I did the rest of the drills, and I feel like I did a pretty good solid on everything I did, and I was proud of like the work that came to fruition.
For sure, and I know there's a lot of training, I'm sure, that went into testing well. But now that the agility testing is over, it's a different kind of training, right? Going from like trying to speed test and all things to now it's more football based training. So what is training looking like these days for you?
So yeah, after I finished the pro day, I came back to Houston. I was doing a mix of like working out at Rice and working out with a trainer at Swanson Ironworks up in the Woodlands. So yeah, I do like my upper body stuff at Rice, then lower body work. We do a lot of single leg work, single leg explosiveness at the Woodlands, and then I'd also like do the do my D-line work with the Rice football team that while they're having their spring practice, I go there and do individual drills with them, and
Nice.
I'll just get like some like real football work in, not just like run around the hoops and bags and stuff, like just playing like run scheme stuff, like reading blocks, like understanding like getting like football more acquainted in my brain, so I can be ready for training camp.
Great. So is there anything specific that you're trying to work on, or anything like you've kind of self-identified that you want to improve before, getting to the draft?
Yeah, definitely just like becoming all better all around a player, like just like technical things like keeping my eyes up, better get off, just becoming a better athlete all in general, so I can dominate during training camp.
For sure. Do you have a favorite move that you can win with?
Oh, definitely the push pull rep. You'll see it all over my film. It's definitely what I've been using as a bread and butter since my high school years. It's like a very a move that I'm like very good at, and yeah, it's gonna keep on using it.
Yeah, clearly people haven't really figured out how to stop it. So that's good. Don't if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Mhm.
I know you visited the Chiefs yesterday, and having been from Kansas City yourself, I know that was probably a cool moment for you. How the visits go for you so far? Like, did you have I mean, we don't need to know the specific teams, but how have the visits and meetings treated you so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been keeping in contact with a couple coaches. I've only been on like really visits to the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs, for like both really for their local days, and it's just been an awesome experience for like everything I get. Like is just one step closer to a dream coming true. I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last time a Rice Owl was drafted was in 2015, defensive tackle Christian Covington, when he was selected by the Texans. What does it mean for you to know you have a chance at breaking that 8-year streak?
Oh, it's just amazing just for like just to be like a role model for like all my teammates back at Rice, like showing them that they can even improve on what I'm doing, and it just means a lot to like be that guy to like get their name called, and a lot of people uh just like really want like I would appreciate I'm gonna appreciate like all people like proud of me. I'm also gonna be grateful for all people who got me here, and I'm gonna be very hopeful that it starts a trend of like more athletes from Rice in my high school like getting drafted.
For sure. Yeah, you can definitely start that trend. And with the draft now 8 days away, how are you staying grounded throughout this process, making sure, you don't get too overwhelmed? Because, like you said, I mean, this is like a childhood dream at the end of the day, but like you still have to, kind of live in the moment, right? So how are you doing that right now?
Yeah, tough. Yeah, as we continue to work out, like we might have places like I'm like some physical, just working out in the gym, uh, just like throwing some weights around. So I just like try not to think about it as much because like it's only 2 weeks, but it still feels like forever. Um, it feels like forever till the draft comes, but I'm just like taking it day by day, just trying to keep my mind off it in any way possible, but also like trying to stay healthy, stay in shape, and improve myself, and just slowly inching towards the day get my name called.
For sure. It's like I feel like it's probably for you might be going so slow but so fast at the same time. It's like you
Yeah,
wanted to
definitely.
come, but yeah. So taking
Like,
it one day at a time, that's a
yeah,
good
my pro
strategy
day
for
was
sure.
yeah, my pro day was on March 10th, so I've like I was finished with the main process like a lot sooner than everybody else. Like I've had
Yeah.
a lot of downtime since then. As opposed to like someone who like finished their pro day like late March, and it's only been 2 weeks since their pro day.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of that, how like that can probably feel like the process is dragging out a little bit, but I mean it's coming in due time. So what are your plans for the draft? Are you keeping it low key, hanging with fam? What are you gonna be doing?
Definitely more so low key. Definitely gonna just keep chill with the family, just have a little kickback with the families, make some food, just enjoy or hear my name called.
For sure. Now, I always like to end my interviews with this question. What is a team what is the fan base getting with Ikenna both on and off the field?
They're gonna get a guy who's versatile, who can win in many ways, and who knows how to win his one-on-one battles. They're gonna have a guy who wants to win, who's gonna be relentless at the point of attack, violent at the point of attack, and he's gonna bring his teammates along with him.
Ooh, I love that, especially that last part. Yeah, I think a team's definitely going to love that energy as well. Ikenna, thank you so much for joining us today, letting us get to know you a little bit better. The draft is coming up, so definitely going to be, following along your journey, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. And all you guys that tuned in, make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not yet. There will be more content like this to come. But for now, have a good rest of your Wednesday evening, people. Peace.